Hi, guys. Riot Podcast here. Bathroom day.
Oh, my gosh.
See you guys
What
at
are we going to
lunch.
talk about?
No, we're going to talk about bathrooms.
And it's bathroom humor.
Well, no.
Just things that happen.
Listen.
Porta potty stories.
Nope, it's not a porta potty.
Oh, that's not in this one?
This is physical bathrooms. Porta potties is next week.
Is this like the toilet water flushing?
Let me put it to you this way. Everybody uses the bathroom. Okay? At some point during the day, we all go into a bathroom at some point. These are things that happen there, like going into the wrong bathroom. How friendships get established and how the bathroom becomes the boundary or a springing off point. Mm-hmm. And what, Nikki, this is an old bit, but what you wanted to put in your bathroom.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Well, it's an oldie but a goodie.
I guess I'll have to listen through this podcast as well.
There are old podcasts because there was old Riot, because there was old Radio U, because people kept supporting. So keep the Riot doing what it does by supporting Radio U right now during the fall fundraiser. RadioU.com. Click on donate.
And if you happen to have a chance to give something, put in the comment section you're a podcast listener. We love to be able to track that back to make sure people are enjoying the podcast and helping to support.
Tomorrow, State Fair foods.
That should have gone still before bathrooms. Bathrooms should have been like Friday.
You think so?
Maybe. We've already set it up.
It's too
fine.
late.
It's too late. Just listen.
It's the Riot.
Hello. The fall fundraiser is about two things: keeping Radio U on the air and Obadiah seeing how much coffee and donuts the human body can take.
Very nice, yes.
We are dealing with science here.
It's The Riot on Radio U.
It is the Riot on Radio U. They're dumb, but I like theme restaurants. You know, I just like restaurants. I like food, quite honestly. But you know how it is when they take it one step further, like, hey, it's not just the bathroom, it's the bat room. You're at Batman and Robbins. Bottomless fries and bat rooms. Want a Batarang burger? It's delicious. You know, whatever, that kind of thing. And, again, as long as the food's good, and normally it's so full of salt it tastes amazing, so who cares? Yesterday, Nikki and I went to BD's Mongolian Barbecue, and man, it was spectacular. They've got a thing where it's like one bowl costs this much, or it's unlimited bowls for like $3 more. What they don't understand, what they vastly underestimate, is my ability to stack a bowl.
Dude, you're just seriously way more than I thought you could. I thought you went and had like two bowls when you came. I didn't want to make like you embarrassed by how much you had in it, but
no,
it was impressive.
We were meeting with our friend Brian, and Brian also was like, wow. And, I mean, I didn't eat it all. I took some of it home, which you can do when you only get one of the bowls. But I seriously did. The manager actually walked by, and I saw him look at me like,
yeah.
just like, hey, listen, man. Because I actually filled the bowl, and I was like, wow, I could totally stack more. And so I went to stacking more. So before we did all that, though, Nikki and I were early, and I was like, I'm going to go wash my hands, whatever. I get up, go to the bathroom, and their bathroom have two signs. And I just saw the one that said Mongols, and I was like, ha, men are pigs, we're Mongols. Hilarious. And so I walked in the bathroom, and it was like, it smells amazing in here.
It is so lovely.
And that's when it occurred to me. This is not the men's room. Because the other thing that was amazing is, and I always say this, but women have the nicest bathrooms. I walked in there, and there was like, it was odd. It was, the inside was like 3 stories. There was a mountain with a cascading fountain.
They're normally larger. There's usually like a sofa, like / sitting room. Mm-hmm. And then there's the makeup area. So it's not just, hey.
There's a guy in the back offering
stuff.
massages. I was like, hey, what's up? This is strange. And then I'm like, I'm totally in the wrong place. So I step out and realize that there's Mongals and Monguys. Now, of course, I know that Mongols is spelled Mongols. I just didn't pay much attention to it because, when they're doing a theme restaurant, they're always, it's the bathroom.
You didn't see the, the skirt?
The icon?
Yeah, you didn't even notice it?
You know what? Apparently I was walking so fast I didn't notice.
You didn't even care.
Maybe I didn't. I just found myself thinking that I was very glad that we were the first people in the restaurant, and instead I didn't walk in and all of a sudden I'm being...
And when did you notice, though? Like, for sure, like, you were 100% confident. Did you go in and use the restroom?
No.
You just washed your hands?
I was 3 steps in, and I was like, men's rooms never smell this good. There's not a men's room on earth that smells as good as this does. I had the same problem at the Y one time. Totally walked into the girls' locker room. It only took 2 steps at that point. I'm like, what? Then I was like, oh, and then you hear the voices and then you're really in trouble. But luckily they had it set up in such a way that you had to round the corner.
So you were cool. You were still in the safe area.
Yeah, that was a real relief. I'm not going to lie to you. You know how it is. So it's Mon gals and Mon guys. And see, I'm a Mon guy apparently. Or, if there would be like, well, never mind. You get it. And I got it too, but it took a little while. And, I'm not embarrassed about it. Look, I can talk about it. We're friends. We can talk about these things and have a little laugh, that it's no big deal.
I would have been more worried if you actually used the restroom. And you knew that it was still the girls while you were in there.
I don't do that, Nikki.
I'm making sure that you don't do that.
That's sick. I mean, are you out of your mind?
I don't want you to have to get kicked out.
It's the riot.
It takes a lot of moral support to keep Nikki locked up in this room with Obadiah. And it takes a lot of financial support to keep Radio U playing commercial-free music. Help them both now by giving at RadioU.com or calling 877-2-RADIO-U. It's the Fall Fundraiser with The Riot.
You know what Nikki and I are doing right now? If you ever want, just for wait, take a second, guess. If
okay, you got your guess?
Okay.
You think
made
it's
your
food
guess.
related, don't you?
Are you ready to unveil to everybody what's going to happen for you? It's funny. We should have made it a major announcement, and here we are just about to throw it away.
I don't really want to do anything major with it until it's done, because a part of me is always
nervous about it.
Is it going to be done? Is it going to work out? So
will there be a last-minute change of plans?
And I don't know until then. I don't want to, go too in depth with it.
All right. Well, tell everybody, Nikki. What's the magic?
Well, no, it's so lame, but I've always wanted a television near the bathtub.
No. Explain it. Nikki wants to be able to be in the bathtub and watching TV.
And watch TV.
With minimal danger. Because if you have a TV that you set on the edge of the bathtub,
it doesn't work.
You're one sneeze away from dying.
I know, and Eric's always like, hey, I don't want you to die, so let's keep it off to the side. But I've never been able...
Whoa, wait. Are you telling me you've done this?
No. He even last night, he was like, we're going to have to get a mount that moves it all the way back into the corner to tuck it away from it. But today, electricians come to my house because we're finishing our basement. So they're doing that. And while they do that, part of the work order is to go ahead and make it happen near the bathtub. So they're going to put the outlet and stuff there.
Nikki's going to run electricity.
Well, listen, the guy said it was a great idea and it was a good place for it, so I'm not afraid.
Of course he said that. He's like... Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll tell you what else. Here's what you should do. You should let me put an extra outlet in every room in the house.
Well, if it broke code, he wouldn't do it. So it's a reputable company.
Yeah. Government code's always there to keep you safe.
No, because we had to do other things because of code. So I trust him. So I think it'll be fine. Yeah. But I am so psyched.
I just think it's hysterical. And so now, in light of the fact that Nikki is getting this done in her bathroom, she obviously needs...
a television
new TV
to go with it, of course.
So I mean, that's a no-brainer.
It's lame though, because I'm looking for either a 22 to a 26-inch TV,
right?
But the prices for those are just astronomical compared to for $40 more, I can buy a 32 or a 36-inch TV. So it seems like the small TVs haven't gone down in pricing yet.
No, they're about the same.
Yeah, well, it's just too much because I can't put a 32-inch. I know it would be impressive, but it'd be a bit much.
Yeah. Well, who's making that judgment call?
Anyone who comes in then. It just looks a bit much.
How long have you lived in your house?
4 years.
Okay, have you ever said, hey, you have to go to the bathroom, go upstairs to the master bathroom?
Yeah, please don't go there.
I've never had that invitation. Please go and use... Yeah, because you're protective of, and I quote, your potty.
Yeah,
so
my area.
I don't imagine that...
I don't know. It just seems like that would be a bit much.
Yeah. You know what? You need to drop that mentality.
The sensible side of me?
Think about what you're saying. You know what? I don't want to get too much. When in reality, you're you're limiting yourself.
Well, I might,
you're
because
minimizing, Nikki.
The prices definitely get better when you start getting the 32-inch. So.
And I mean, the thing is that you're not going to find a guy that's like, oh, that TV's too big. So it's not like Eric's going to be like, no.
Well, the bigger the TV, though, the bigger the mount, and then the closer it is to the water.
Dude. You know what, though,
I'm
Nikki?
going to live.
Let's say you die from it. You know what?
It'll make an interesting story.
Yeah, first off, you made the riot, if that's what happens. And second, I mean, you're going to die happy.
Yeah,
all right?
no, I'm definitely doing it. It's just, it's off in a way far enough. It's not really an issue.
Sure, it's not. It'll be fun. So, like, have you made arrangements yet? Like, what songs you want to be played? Like, do you?
Oh no, but you can laugh at my story if I die.
Okay, all right. Because I'm probably going to have a hard time not doing that.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
I try to keep it together, but I'd probably have a good chuckle. So Nikki's getting a TV in her bathroom, and if you found yourself going, I don't even have a TV in my. Well, you know what? I'm sorry.
I can't help you with that.
What does it take to be a part of Team Radio U? It takes guts, determination, fortitude, and a phone. Call 877-2-RADIO-U or go to radiou.com and join Team Radio U now. It's the Fall Fundraiser on Radio U.
It is the riot.
I am genuinely embarrassed for where our relationship has just gone.
Do you want to talk about it or not? I don't see how we can avoid it.
You can.
Okay.
All right.
This may be hard to believe, but sometimes when I'm on the radio, every once in a while, I may need to go to the bathroom.
Use the facilities.
And typically, let me back up a little bit. Friendships have, levels, places they go, whatever. And Nikki and I probably just hit a new something. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But I'm out. I'm in the bathroom during the chainsaw.
I thought you were just in the break room eating a cookie.
So really Nikki yells out of the studio door like, "Hey, what's that?" And I hear her, and I'm just like, hello?
I didn't know you were in the bathroom.
Are you yelling at me? Could it wait? I just need a second. Could it just wait for a second?
Just 1 minute.
I'm kind of busy right now.
Don't ever talk to me from the bathroom again. Just ignore me. I could just be left alone. Don't ever talk to me from there.
Okay, here's the thing, all right? I just assumed that because we're on the air, and when you're on the air, there's an immediacy to everything. Like, it has to happen right now. And I've never had you yelling at me while I was in the bathroom, so I just assumed, oh my gosh.
Something broke.
Something's wrong. I could hear that the station was still on the air, but that was all. So it's just like, well.
I just didn't know, because normally you're like, just give me a minute.
I just would not respond.
Yeah, so you can, the next time, seriously, just ignore me. Do not talk to me from the bathroom. I was so uncomfortable.
Well, how do you think I felt? Like, if you felt uncomfortable, how do you think I did? I just kind of thought, like, well, if this is where she wants to go from here, like, I guess I'm okay with it. I'll just, that's fine. So, Nikki, the next time I need something and you're in the bathroom, I'll just walk over to the water fountain, just like, hey, so.
Just start talking to me from there. That is great.
It is funny upstairs when people are looking for somebody. It's like, all page, call them, whatever. And finally, it's like, oh, maybe they're in the bathroom.
The bathroom, you can't hear the phone if you want to do an all page for somebody. Yeah. So that's why it's usually the first place you should look, but it's the last one we end up checking.
So next time you're in the bathroom, I'll just go over by the door. Just, hey, Nikki. Hey.
I don't want us to, okay, so we did that. That's fine. It was terribly uncomfortable. We're pushing past it. I can look you in the face. I'm looking at you in the eyes. All right? It's fine. But I don't want to. What happens is once this happens, we joke about it then. Right. And I don't want it to be a joke where we bring other people in, like, why are you talking to her? She's in the bathroom. I don't want it to be a thing in the future. Don't make it funny and don't embarrass anymore. I'm just afraid.
No, you know what would be better than me coming and talking to you when you're in the bathroom is Jared coming and talking to you, because he feels like suddenly
it's okay.
Like everywhere here at the station, like we've just kind of gotten comfortable with this idea. And so he just like, hey, Nikki, I'm looking for the, you got the schedule for the whatever?
Well, it's worse because when I was talking to Obi and then I hear the flush, like, hey.
Well, I mean.
You're coming out.
It's Either that or you don't flush, and I'm a fan of the flush myself.
I'm fine. I just needed to leave before I heard it.
So you're saying, like, we've crossed the line, but you'd be comfortable redrawing the line and going back over?
That never happened.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh no! I missed it! Do it again!
You can hear us live every day on the Radio U network through the Radio U app or at riot.radiou.com.